Hello, how you doing? We're going to make a biryani today, beef biryani. We've got some absolutely wonderful flavors in there. Now what's great about this is the absolutely delicious, fluffy, delicious, super delicious, did I say delicious, rice. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. Okay, so what we're looking at is our beef. I've got 1 kg there, which is 2.2 pound. It's not the best quality of beef. It's more of a stewing beef. It's got a little bit of fat on it, but we're going to make it absolutely super tasty and tender. So we've got 1 teaspoon garam masala powder, 1 teaspoon pepper, 1 salt, 1 cumin, 1 turmeric, 1 coriander, and 3 chili powder. Next up, we have 1 cup of onion and 2 tablespoons ginger garlic paste. So the beef is in the bowl. I'm going to add half a cup of oil. I'm using a corn oil. You could use a different oil if you want. We're going to go with the ginger garlic paste, the onion, the salt, pepper, garam masala powder, the chili powder, turmeric, cumin, and coriander. You can see I've got a glove on. I'm going to go in there and give that a nice little mix. Fantastic. Let's get to the cooker. Okay, so below medium heat, very simply, we're going to drop our beef in. And we're going to cook this for about 8 to 9 minutes. I'll be stirring it every now and then. Don't have the heat up too high. So we've been going nice and gently here, and it's looking absolutely fabulous. We're now going to add 2 cups or 2 regular sized tomatoes and fresh chili. Now fresh chili is up to you. I'm just going to go with these 3, and I'm not going to chop them. If you want, cut them into small pieces. We are again going to go on this nice kind of below medium heat for about 6 minutes this time. What we're hoping is that we're going to cook those tomatoes down and get some moisture from them. Give it a stir every now and then. So you can see that I've done really well with my tomatoes. If you haven't, don't worry, we're going to be adding some water in a moment. But the tomatoes have cooked down really nicely. Okay, we've got some potatoes here. There's about 2 cups in total of potatoes, and roughly 3 cups of the beef. We're now going to add 2 cups of water, and we're going to go for 6 or 7 minutes. Again, keep it fairly gentle. Okay, off goes the heat. Now if your potatoes, like mine, are slightly underdone, that is not a problem, because we're going to be cooking them more in with the rice. But that is fabulous. Just check that for salt. It's okay for me. So the spices that we're going to be using, the whole spices for our rice, are as follows: a couple of bay leaves, couple of dried red chili, teaspoon of cumin seeds, piece of cinnamon, I've got 5 green cardamoms there, teaspoon of black peppercorns, teaspoon of cloves. Now, you can buy this stuff in stores. It's a biryani mix. You can just buy it. So, and I'm going with the individual spices, but if you want, you can just get a packet of that. It's already mixed up. Everything's in there. Okay, so our rice. What I've got there is basmati rice. I've cleaned that about 2 or 3 times. I've got 4 cups of rice in there, which means I've got 8 cups of water. We're going to add some salt to taste, and then we're going to go in with our spices. So we've got the cinnamon, the black peppercorns, cloves, cardamom, dried red chili, a couple of bay, and cumin seeds. That's going to go on the heat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cook this 75 to 80% of the way. So you need to check it, taste it. See, it's got a little tiny bite in it. We don't want it fully cooked. Okay, off goes the heat. Now you can still, we've got quite a bit of water in there. If we were cooking it fully, we'd go until that water was all gone. Like I say, I've just get a little bit and then it's just got a little bite to it. Okay, we're going to drain that off. Let's move on. So to the left you can see our rice there. To the right you can see our beef and potato curry. And then just below that there's one bunch or a cup and a half maybe of cilantro or coriander. Let's get this together. So this is the same pot that I cooked the rice in. Simply what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of the curry, get it in the bottom. Then we're going to go rice, then we're going to go curry, then we're going to go rice. We're going to layer it up. Just make sure that you end up with rice on the top. The thickness of it, the amounts of layers you do is entirely up to you. Let me get on with that. So I'm halfway through there. You can see I've done a couple of layers. We're now going to be very generous with our cilantro or coriander, and then I'm going to continue layering. So I've ended up with the rice on the top. Now don't press it down, try and keep it as nice and light as possible. You don't need to, you're not forcing it in there, just sprinkle it on. We're going to do one more thing just with a little bit of colour. So I've just got a water turmeric mix here. So the amount you want to do is up to you. So I've got about half a cup or cup of water there, a couple of teaspoons of turmeric, and then we're just going to randomly get it onto the rice like that. You can use different colours if you want. You could use some sort of food colouring. But yeah, beautiful. That's just going to kind of colour the rice where it catches. Okay, let's get back to the cooker. So we're going to have the heat on really low, and what I've done here is you can see I've got another pan here, a saucepan, because I want to create a layer, a shield between the flame and the bottom of our biryani pot. So you can use any sort of old pan like that. Very simple. So you can see the pan just there to create the shield, just to kind of protect it from burning. So I've got my lid on now. There's several ways you can do this. I've got quite a good lid here. It's kind of fairly tight and quite good. It has got that hole there, so I've just got a little bit of kitchen towel, which I've made wet, just to cover that up. Now, if you wanted, you could make a kind of a dough and then put it all around the edge and seal the lid onto the pot. That's one way of doing it. Or if you want, you can get like a tea towel or a cloth. You can make that wet, wring it out so it's nice and moist. Put that there and the lid on so it goes in really tight. There are your options. I'm going to go just like this. So I'm going to put the heat on as low as I can. We've got the barrier between the bottom of the pot and the flame. I don't want to let that go for about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, I've just turned the heat off, so let's get the lid off there. And what we have is some beautifully cooked rice. Fabulous. Really, really loving this one. Got nice layers there. Perfectly cooked rice in there. That beef is beautiful. Look at that, nice and fluffy. So plenty there, and that's only half of the pot. Now if you wanted, you could get some dry fried onions on the top. I'm going to be serving that with a little bit of plain yogurt or curd, but really, really delicious. That meat's super soft, fluffy, beautiful rice. You can see that really, really lovely rice. Hope you enjoyed that. Keep safe, keep well. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Thank you so much for stopping by and making it to the end of the videos. If you would like to donate to me, there's a thanks button in most countries. You can give me $2 or up to $50. I need to buy a new Ferrari. Come on, help me out.